Evangeline. Now you got nobody you can check up on. I hope you don't get upset. Just wanna see you dead. I wanna see you gone. Hop inside the rover like Evangeline. Now you got nobody you can check up on.
What's good with everybody, man? We back at it again. It's FPL Rosa, and you know where to come through with another clean fantasy video just before the game week starts. So today in this video, it'll be the final team selection for the game week. These are currently the transfers that I have made, and the one up top will be a bit surprising considering last video I didn't mention him at all. And to top it off, we'll have our captain and our vice captain, and we'll get into the good stuff. As y'all can see, I ended up going with Almiron for Foden, De Bruyne for Fernandes, and Jesus for Tony. Okay, so I ended up going for Jesus because Arsenal are looking like a very good team lately. And as a Chelsea fan, obviously I do have bias and hope that we are going to beat them. But as a football watcher and seeing the difference in the caliber of our football lately, I do think that Arsenal are going to score goals against us. And obviously Saka he's flagged, so we're not sure if he's going to play. But just in case he doesn't play, I do want to have an Arsenal attacker just so that I can have those points from my team not being as good defensively as of late. You know what I'm saying? So we ended up getting Jesus. De Bruyne was an easy option. I couldn't overlook him anymore. And unlike Haaland, De Bruyne is on my side. Unlike Pep, De Bruyne is on my side. So we had to get De Bruyne in. Personally, I love his football. Think he's the most creative player in the league. We just had to bring him in, man. We just had to bring De Bruyne in. We ended up leaving Zaha in the team because I wasn't going to take a -12, man. That's honestly the only reason why we left Zaha in the team, because I wasn't going to take a -12. But West Ham, knowing how Crystal Palace play and on the counter, they might get a little something back. And you know, whenever Crystal Palace counter, it's always Zaha and Eze in front of the attack leading the counters. So hopefully Zaha can get an assist, but preferably I hope he gets a goal. But currently this is the team. That's how the team looking. Y'all let me know, do y'all think I made some good transfers, or is this a bad move? Just talk to me in the comments, you know what I'm saying? But now what really matters is the captain, because last week Kane let us down. There's no two ways about it. Kane let us down. If Kane came through with the points, it would have been an amazing game week. But Kane let us down. Spurs let us down, actually. Unless you had Perisic, Bentancur, the other guy who scored. I don't really follow Spurs like that. But the main people who you'd expect to score did not score. So Kane is definitely not captain for this game week. The ones I'm leaning towards is Rashford and De Bruyne. Okay. Rashford, you're probably wondering, why are you leaning towards Rashford when De Bruyne seems like the obvious pick? Okay, look. I was watching the United game and Rashford was looking hungry. He was taking shots and he was getting opportunities. And Aston Villa is a great fixture. This is a great fixture. The only reason I'm heavily considering Marcus is because he's a differential captain. You know what I'm saying? So if he does amazing and let's say for instance Kevin De Bruyne doesn't do amazing, I'll get a higher boost in rank because not that many people own Rashford. But at the same time, we cannot overlook Fulham as a fixture at Manchester City's home stadium. We cannot overlook Fulham at the Etihad. As you can see, De Bruyne is on fine form. 9 points against Brighton, 11 against Leicester. He's getting in the bonuses. He's taking shots. He's creating. He's doing De Bruyne things. And honestly, at this point, I really need the captain. I really need the captaincy points. So I'm not gonna try and be extravagant with it and go with Rashford, trying to be different and hoping for the best. I'm gonna go with the known formula of Kevin De Bruyne. Obviously, I know in the back of my mind that Pep is still our enemy, and there's a possibility that Pep is going to bench De Bruyne if De Bruyne starts in the Champions League. Okay? But at the same time, I know Foden and Mahrez haven't really been playing. So that possibility isn't really that high, I think. And since City are topping their group with no real competition, I think Pep Guardiola is going to bring in some youngsters in the Champions League. He's going to bring in the likes of Mahrez, the likes of Foden, and he's going to rest De Bruyne. And if De Bruyne is rested in the Champions League, then De Bruyne is starting in the Premier League, and our captain will have a chance of doing captain things. So, okay, before we do that, let's just take out Anderson for Castagna, because I don't think Crystal Palace are going to keep a clean sheet against West Ham. But, yeah. So this is the final team selection. We have Edison in goals. We have Cancelo. We have Trippier, Castagna, De Bruyne. Saka, I'ma leave him in there just in case he does play, because he's not the type to not want to play. He always wants to play. And even the last time when he had an injury suspicion, Arteta did say that regardless of that, we need Saka. We cannot afford to go into the Premier League without Saka. So I'm going to keep him in the team just in case he does play. Obviously, that is a double Arsenal attack against my team, Chelsea. But like I said, our defense isn't really that good. And if we start the way we started against Brighton, against Arsenal, there's a high possibility that Saka or Jesus scores a goal. So I'm going to keep those two in there for the premise of fantasy. But as a Chelsea fan, as a Chelsea supporter, I'm hoping we do beat Arsenal. You know what I'm saying? But Saka, Jesus, Zaha, like I said, this is probably his last game week. If he doesn't do something, this is his last chance in the team. Rashford, he had a good game week. We're keeping him. Almiron, Messi, Lionel, Miguel, you know what I'm saying? We had to bring him in, man. Against Southampton, we had to bring him in. Whether it's away or home, I don't care. Newcastle is playing fantastic football, and we're going to back them. We're going to back them. And finally, we have Kane up top. You know what I'm saying? On the bench, you have Anderson, Kilman, and Greenwood. You guys let me know what you think of the team. You think we're going to have a good game week? You think we're going to have a bad game week? Let me know in the comments. Is your team different? Is your team similar? Again, let me know in the comments. And let's look forward to game week 15, man. You know what we do over here. We just keep vibing. We just keep having a good time. Hope you all enjoyed the video, man. And I'm out, bro.
Wish I could forget, but it ain't up to me. Tried to give her everything and show her.